Sun's calling from the grid, it's time to fight. Alpha 5 is freaking out, aye tonight. The Theta Ranger, cosmic power in his hand, analyzing movies while defending the land. He's the geeky hero with a brain so strong, breaking down the lore while he's morphing along. From sci-fi to comics, he theorizes it all, but when monsters attack, he answers the call. Under the morphing grid, our power cosmic flows. The sword is rising up and Golden's going toe-to-toe. Swords watching through the glow, guiding in the fight. Welcome to the morphing grid, where Rangers shine so bright. We're Theta scheming, making monsters grow, but Theta's got his intellect, he's stealing the show. With his Theta sword stomping 20 stories tall, no putty patrol or sorcery can make him fall. He dissects tropes with his mighty mind, a warrior for nerds, one of a kind. But when the grid's in peril, he steps away, from analyzing trilogies to saving the day. Welcome to the morphing grid, the power surges high. Theta Ranger takes a stand, no monster will get by. Alpha Sub speed, hurry up, the Earth's under attack. Welcome to the morphing grid, there's no turning back. Zed sends his beast, Golder leads the charge, but Theta's blade and wits leave him fully discharged. Cosmic energy flows from his morphing coin. When chaos erupts, the Theta Ranger joins. The viewing globe reveals a city in flames, monsters growing bigger, but it's all the same. The sword comes alive and the battle is won. Theta Ranger's legacy has only just begun. To the morphing grid, our power cosmic flows. The sword is rising up and Golder's going toe-to-toe. Swords watching through the glow, guiding in the fight. Welcome to the morphing grid, where Rangers shine so bright. Now the grid's at peace for now, it seems. Theta Ranger scheming nerdy dreams, analyzing films, comic shows on the side, but he's always ready for the next grid ride. Welcome to the morphing grid. Welcome to the morphing grid. Theta Ranger, welcome home. Now the grid's at peace for now, it seems. Theta Ranger scheming nerdy dreams, analyzing films, comic shows on the side, but he's always ready for the next grid ride. Welcome to the morphing grid. Welcome to the morphing grid. Theta Ranger, welcome home.
Hail everybody on the Grid Gang. Tonight we have a very special haunted edition of Theta of the Grid. Don't know why I'm doing this, but in a move that may very well violate multiple FCC guidelines, we have handed over full hosting duties to a ball of sentient meat with the IQ of a broken magic 8-ball and the heart of a confused child who's seen too much. That's right. Your host for tonight's spooky-ass stream is none other than Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the only creature on Earth banned from both Arby's and the spirit realm. He's dragged his gelatinous meat juice self into an old spooky-ass living room, curled up next to a fireplace that smells like sadness and a fried-up 1940s radio that probably still has ghost insurance. Why? Because Meatwad loves him some scary stories. And as long as they don't involve Carl Frylock's experiments or anything that requires emotional maturity. Here he comes. Right now.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Drag Thing Meatwad's Haunted Ass Radio Hour. I'm your host, your ghost, your meatball with the most intestinal distress. Probably, anyway, look, I ain't no freaking reading nothing, okay?
Just finish reading this.
I push the button and spooky stuff comes out, right? All right, real easy. I got my blankie, I got my Capri Sun, and I'm emotionally prepared for what's about to happen. Now, they told me that these here radio programs from the 1940s were going to be like atmospheric and unsettling, but that first one had a demon child and a witch grandma with murdered closet. And we're not watching this one, that one again. So I already called 911 twice and left a message for Frylock. Sit back, everyone, turn off the lights. And if you hear something whispering in the ear, it's probably just Carl in the crawl space again. Don't worry about it. Prepare for a night of ghostly airwaves, questionable logic, and one most moist meatball, getting absolute piss scared out of him by AM Static. This is Meatwad'S Haunted Radio Hayride, only on Theta of the Grid. Now buckle up, Buttercup. Shit's about to get meaty. How y'all doing out there? We got in the house. We got me some, let's see, do I read these?
Yeah, you go ahead and read these. Introduce everybody.
All right, so it looks like we got sorry, I can't read, sorry.
Sigvaldison.
Sigvaldison, all right. It says, praise to our eldritch God, he will free us from our burdens and wokeness. All right. And we got Gunner, Gunner,
Gunner.
Gunner. All right. Gunner. Thank you for being here, Gunner. All right. And we got B.
I'll just go ahead and say it. BOTE Chris.
BOTE Chris. All right. Thank you so much for being here. And this is a long one. I can't do this one. It's all green too. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, he sent in a donation.
Oh, really? Oh, they do that? Cool. All right.
This is Casey's Creepy Creations.
Casey's Creepy Creations. Oh, he sounds interesting.
Yeah, he's really cool. He says, here's a little money to increase your beef content, dear Meatwad, and please give my best to Theta. Yeah.
Oh, that's very kind of him. Yeah, it seems like he has a fondness for meat.
Yes, he's very kind.
All right, so we got Sig Robinson, BOTE Chris. Oh, and this is another long one. You're gonna have to do this one.
All right. The Buckethead, formerly known as Jeff Daniels, hail to you, sir. And Lemon Pie, the King Fruit Cake.
King Fruit Cake? What the fuck do you mean by that?
Just don't worry about it. Just let's get into this. Hey, and we got Scooby Pup in here as well.
Scooby Pup? I watched that show when I was a kid. That's the little ball. Little Meatball.
All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Meatwad's going to take over from here on out. We got ourselves a spooky macabre of stories.
What the fuck does macabre mean?
Just don't worry about it. Just listen and get scared with everybody else.
I'm not going to get scared. I'm not going to call the cops again.
All right, everybody. If y'all would just hit the like button, share this out. This is something new we're trying out.
Yeah. I offered my services to Theta, and hopefully, y'all enjoy my stylings on these programs. I got a video coming out tomorrow about how to flirt with ghosts. It should be very entertaining and educational for anybody that has any crushes on any ghosts out there.
All right, and we're also on the Rumble side. If y'all want to go over there and hit the follow over there.
What the fuck's a rumble?
It's just another way to listen to this.
All right, well, let's just go ahead and get started. And we got
Jason Fox from 540 Studios sending in his membership for 2 months. He wants to say, "Oh snap!"
Oh snap! What the fuck? Oh, that's cool. It's cool. Thank you so much for being here, Jason. I appreciate you so much. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. Listening to some old radio programs, and I promise I will not piss my pants again.
Presents. Come in.
You know, I tried to make some pizza earlier, but it turned into a demon, and now I live in the
In the
fridge.
year 1692, an American town went mad. Or at least that part of it known as Salem Village. Beginning with accusations of 10 young girls that a West Indian slave had bewitched them. Hysteria ran like a rabid dog through the village. Within 4 months, hundreds
You know,
were
Carl
arrested and
says if I
tried.
get possessed, I
31
gotta
of whom
pay
were
rent,
hanged
so
or burned,
I'm gonna
and
stay
one pressed to
unpossessed.
death
Thank
with
you.
stones. And the man generally blamed for the hideously bigoted persecution of the innocent
I just
and
want all
helpless
you to know,
was a
if I
name
die
reviled
tonight,
in our
tell
history.
Frylock he still owes me $5 and a churro.
Witch maid, if you do not confess your unholy wickedness, you shall not even be accorded the mercy of being hanged. Instead, we will burn you alive. Or perhaps, hands and feet tied together, we shall lay you on the ground, while the villagers shall come and heap stone upon stone on you, until the life is driven from your body as you are pressed to death.
No! Merciful God, please! No!
She does not sound happy at all. Oh, and it looks like we got a $10 mega chat coming in from Sig Robertson saying, I wonder what percentage meat fat ratio Meatwad possesses. Just curious if you make good hamburger on the grill. We're not gonna find that out. Thank you very much. But I appreciate the mega chat. But yeah, we will not be figuring out how Meatwad tastes as a hamburger. Thank you very much.
Drama Burn, Witch, Burn was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Howard Da Silva. It is sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, Brewers of Budweiser, and Buick Motor Division.
Well, I gotta throw in those
I'll be back
commercials.
shortly
I was
with
just
Act
getting
One.
settled in, waiting for a ghost to pop out. This narrator sounds like he's done seen some things, or maybe just
No man in our
real
country
bad
was more
cable or
feared
something.
than Cotton Mather. The picture of this dark, imperious, infamous man who led the persecution, who in his perverted zeal and fanatic puritanism saw men, women, and even children condemned on the flimsiest of evidence, who swept down from his Boston pulpit like a scourge, and whose blind conviction in his righteousness in the name of the Lord spread terror like a plague, is strangely... Oh, but then
I ain't scared of, I
what I
swear.
was about to say is a large part of this story.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Burn, witch, burn! You should welcome the fires of hell, since ye would not repent. The abomination of the body you defiled remains to be purified, while the flesh is consumed and returned to the earth and ashes, while the bones melt and run into the fire. Sisters, brothers, let us lift up our voices in prayer.
That witch sounds like she drove a Prius and complained about Whole Foods.
mischief of their
That
own
sounds like the
deed
kind of witch
fall
that
on
is.
their own heads. Let hot
You know,
burning
I
coals
once tried to
fall on
summon
them.
a demon,
Let them be
and all I
cast
got
into
was
the fire
Shake
that
in
they
a
never
tower
rise
yelling
again.
at me.
The righteous
It
also
didn't
shall
work.
give thanks unto thy name, and the just continue in thy sight. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Now let ye all return to your homes and meditate upon the grace of our Heavenly Father, and return tomorrow, so that ye may see the other witch perish as she deserves.
Oh, I guess I was told just now that I was supposed to play something for Casey's Creepy Creations. He said just pick a cat video. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Catman. That sounds fun. Catman. No. Ghost Chasers. That sounds more appropriate.
When the moonlight strikes and the shadows crawl for furry faces answering the call. Ghosty whispers in the midnight air, but don't you fret, cause the cats are there. Who you gonna meow? Ghost chasers, paws on the prowl. Ghost chasers, feline facts in their proton packs, and they're laying down traps. Ghost chasers, with whisker precision and tails held high, they leap through walls where the spooks might lie.
All right. That was kind of cool. Just for everybody to know, Theta wants me to let y'all know that on Wednesday we're gonna have a fundraiser for Scooby Pop, and hope all y'all can make it. We're gonna have a good time. I might show up and host for a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what goes on. But come on by on Wednesday. We're gonna have some fun.
The fire has almost burned itself out.
Yes, Judge Sewell, and the evil it wringed.
Would it not have been more humane to hang her?
Humane? Speak you about a witch? This is a pestilence.
I tried to hang myself one time, but I just kind of cut my meat in half and then
The
re-solidified
women were both
myself.
guilty in your mind, were they not?
They were so found by a jury.
Well then, what choice had you?
I don't
That's
know.
your favorite cat
The
video?
times are running
Good.
at such
I'm glad
fever,
that I picked that
cannot
one
face
then.
the tide, even if I wanted to. What worries me most is that I cannot see an end to it, or who will be next cried out against.
The truth will ever out. Where the evil lies, the finger will point, and justice shall mete out the rest.
Come, I must get to the tavern for a
Did
flagon
you know
of wine
that
to
if you
cleanse
eat
the
pop
taste
rocks in
my
a
mouth.
thunderstorm,
Who will
you
judge?
actually become a wizard?
Shortly, good judge.
That's
For the
fact
moment, I
right
think my
there.
good offices may be needed by a young member of the cloth who appears to be ill.
All you need is a pack
you
of
him?
pop rocks
The
and a
great bulky
thunderstorm.
fellow
Go
in the
out
long
there,
coat with a thick
eat
cape
that
and a wide
that
brim
whole
hat.
pack.
He is a papist.
You
thinker.
are a straight
Nay, but neither is
Gandalf
bad.
White
An
Wizard.
Episcopalian, quite recently here from England. Were it not for his formidable strength and his skill as a blacksmith, he might have fared badly here in Salem Village.
Go to the tavern. I shall join you shortly. I would speak with this young man.
Do not anger him. He has superhuman strength.
I am clothed in the Lord's
Superhuman
armor. I have
strength.
no fear.
Wow.
And I have no intention of angering him. I only want to help him.
Have it your way. I shall meet you at the tavern.
Shortly. I shall not be long. You appear in trouble, good sir. May I be of help?
I can find no help, kind sir, except within myself. And from my God, I pray.
The second with the strongest staff to lift you up. I speak as a man of God. As you are, I understand.
I pray I still am, or can be, after what I have witnessed today.
Have a care what you say. It has the reek of blasphemy.
There is another kind of blasphemy in theology, sir. The crime of assuming to oneself the rights of God, as the people of this town have done.
By trying a witch and burning her? Do you not believe, when the devil has taken possession, that the
If
evil
I
must
get
be
eaten by a
purified by fire,
cryptid, tell my
or
story,
destruction of the
please. But
diseased body and soul?
also,
I think there are
please
other ways of
delete my
casting out the
browser
devil.
history.
You were at the trial,
All through the long horror of it,
and you did not find these witches guilty?
Don't need
I
nobody
found
seeing
the
that
evidence
shit.
circumstantial and more than easy to comprehend two ways. I looked upon the face of
Bedtime
that
for
sweet young
Pop. All
woman,
right.
and upon the
Have a good
dignity and
night,
breeding of
Steve
the
Pop.
older
I'll
one,
let
her
Theta
grandmother.
know that you're
And I
going.
could
Bye
see that
bye.
innocence.
What?
Thank you for
Will you
stopping
claim
by,
us wrong
Scooby
in our
Pop.
trial in
I
judgment?
hope you have a good night,
Is it
and
because you are not
I'm
either
sure
a true
that Theta will be
colonist
talking to
or
you
of the true
soon.
faith?
As to being a colonist, this is my chosen country. I have left England behind me. As to the true faith, my religion is a matter I prefer not to argue. There are many faiths, but most of them lead to God.
You are a strange young man. What is your name?
Gilbert Caton. And may I ask yours?
The Reverend Cotton Mather of Boston.
You? If I'd been in my right senses, I would scarcely have passed the time of day with you.
What does that mean?
Turn around, sir, and look at your handiwork. A few smoldering ashes containing what once was the body of
It
another
looks
human
like
being. Are you proud?
it looks like Theta wants to step back in and say something.
Oh yeah, okay. So we gotta say this.
These people of this town has embraced the cult of the God Emperor. You are indeed a heretic. Adeptus Militaris shall deal with you.
What the fuck was that? I don't need any of that ethereal gods speak in my head. I already hear enough of that in my dreams.
I did not find this woman guilty. That was for the courts to decide. I believe in justice as firmly as I do in the threat of Satan. But where the fiend is proven to flourish, he must be stamped out.
But where was this fiend and these women? What were they guilty of?
I am but recently here from Boston. I am not familiar with all the transcript. But would you question the word of a man such as Sir John Jameson?
Does his title give him immunity?
The facts do that, Mr. Caton. That these women drew his body from his bed in the night, brought him by occult means to their cottage in the forest.
You know, I just got to thinking, why does every ghost got a moan? It's like, shut up, we get it. You're
Is Sir
dead.
John so
You
good
did
a
an
man?
extra.
Has he led so good a life? Is it not possible?
Quiet, sir! You do yourself no service by even thinking such a thought. Have a care with your words, or fingers may go pointing your way.
Oh, Gad. I'd near given you up, Reverend Cotton. I believe you have the acquaintance of Sir John Jameson,
Your servant, sir.
the Reverend Cotton Mather.
He needs no introduction to me or any man of goodwill. It was an honor to have you with us for the witch burning. You were not here for all the trial, I believe.
No, just for the last day.
It was with a heavy heart that I had to bring the charges. But the evidence was monumental. Is it not so, Judge?
There was enough of it brought, but I cannot banish the woman's cries from my ears as the fire reached to her. And the face of the young girl we condemn to die tomorrow has troubled me for nights.
Speaking of crying, have you ever cried so hard that the furniture moved?
Shrink from doing the Lord's bidding.
No, just me.
Evil is the way of such a
okay.
maid, and more to be dreaded than all the hags in Christendom.
Strange rumors are afloat regarding her. This woman she called Granny, who was burned this morning, did pray not for her own life, but that the witch maid be saved.
Is this some like Shakespearean
Witch
shit?
should desire good to another witch.
But if they were kin...
Fool! Can you not perceive the work of the devil in this? The witch who died at the stake would have the other saved so that her own black spirit could pass into the fair young woman's form, and thus, with double force, the two could continue to wreak havoc on the world.
For the sake and peace of the community, she cannot be destroyed too soon.
I must go visit the prison. I wish to question her more closely.
Question her? About what? The evidence has all been established.
The factual evidence I care little for. That is and was the court's business. I wish to find out if she will recant, so that perhaps her soul might be saved. That would be a triumph supreme for me to accomplish in the name of the Lord.
Are you not somewhat aged for such a job, my friend Turnkey?
81, going on 82.
Just the man for the job. She don't get around me with any of her witches' blandishments.
Are we near the cell?
Most there, your reverend lordship.
You know, Theta said that this house
Let us
that I'm
all
in
move
right
as
now,
silently as
listening to
possible.
this, was built
Is
on
there
a
a
cursed
view hole in the
burial
door?
ground.
Aye, there is.
Like,
Good.
damn,
Then I
does
can
Theta
look in
not
on her and
Google
perhaps
before
surprise her, as
property
some people
buying?
doing.
That's kind of,
There it is.
it's
I'll
kind
open
of
it
unfair to
soft.
leave me like that.
Can you see the harpy?
Yes?
Is she weaving some spell?
No. She sits on the pallet knitting. Why, she's a frail little thing. Not much more than a child.
All part of the enchantery. I was taken in
Why there
myself.
always got to be a
But she
scary
has tricked
child
all
in
tricks, as I learned when
these
she
haunted
tempted me
shows?
to ruin.
Very well. Jailer, let us go in.
As your lordship desires.
Nothing scarier than a haunted little girl.
Hey, my little she-devil. Here's two gentlemen of quality to see you.
One is of no quality. I know him only too well. The other, I believe I recognize as the Reverend Cotton Mather.
You may leave us, jailer, but wait outside.
Yes, sir.
It is true. I am who you say.
And what would you have with me, sir?
I have come to pray with you, Luna Claire, and to exhort you to confession.
There is no confession. I am no witch.
Will you kneel with me in prayer at least, daughter?
I cannot, sir.
Why not?
I am not of your persuasion.
Do you believe in God?
Oh, yes.
Then we have that in common, and can try to pray and wrestle the demon from your bosom.
No.
You do not wish to be delivered?
Obstinate of heart I may be, but Sir John holds me from prayer. I cannot kneel in company with him.
I prithee, Sir John, go outside and stand in the corridor. We shall see if the witch maid, relieved of your presence,
You
will
ever
pray.
think
I had
that
hoped to
the
listen on the
demon
chance
may
that she
just
should
be
confess,
lonely?
so that
Like,
I might
maybe
make
he
some
just
valuable
needs someone to
notes.
play
The
with.
Lord granted me a ready
Like,
pen.
like we
I
play
shall make my own
Uno or
notes if it be
something.
necessary.
Maybe
If
that
you'll
would
excuse us, Sir
get
John.
rid
You
of
have
him.
only to command, Pastor, and I to obey. If you should need help of any
I
kind,
got some Uno
I shall be just
cards
beyond
ready
the
to
door.
go.
Let us kneel together, my daughter, and pray to God.
Minister,
Yes?
what shall I pray for? My life? That I may be delivered from the burning and death?
Your death is already ordained by the court. We pray for you to recant. Your body cannot be saved. The only hope is to find God's mercy on your immortal soul.
That sounds deep, though.
On the stone cold floor, the slight figure of the maiden, a girl not yet in her 20s.
Man, if that
sways
demon
and
come in
sags to
here,
the harsh
I'm gonna
dictum
hit it
of
with
the
my
man
easy
beside
bake
her.
oven. I don't play with that spectral
Cotton
shit.
Mather, kneels ramrod straight. His voice rasps as he speaks aloud unending platitudes, devoid of hope. Beside him, the maid prays to herself, the tears running down her pale cheeks. There is talk of God and the right and goodness and light, but not one trace of pity here. I shall return shortly with Act 2. Sir John's attitude outside the jail cell is less unconcerned than it seems. He paces only a short stretch of the passageway, always within earshot of the endless prayer from the cell. The full-voiced exhortations of the minister he pays little heed to, but he stretches his ear to the fullest for any whisper from the maid.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost, amen. You do not even say amen.
I beg your worship's pardon, but I am not familiar with your prayers, and I do not understand the God you pray to.
You refuse to recant?
How can I recount? I'm innocent. I beg of you, sir, to listen to what I was not allowed to say in court. And you will understand that neither Granny nor I had it.
Sir John?
Aye, Reverend Mother.
You may return.
I request your favor, sir. But I believe I heard that your prayers had ended.
Mine, sir. The witch maid was not moved to pray.
I suspected as much.
Tell me, daughter, what you were about to reveal as Sir John came in.
Oh, with him here, it's difficult, Minister.
Ithana, witch! Tell him about Giles Corey, the old yeoman who saw you conversing with Satan in the forest near your house.
If it was Satan that I was in converse with that night, then he was in your
I remember one time Carl said demons are just unlicensed plumbers, but I think he's just beyond something.
Which you might as well be, seeing your purpose there.
Silence, woman! I was not there, could not have been, since all my household has testified that I was safe at home in bed and asleep.
If one lies, all lie to save their skins. For surely they are more afraid of your power than the devil.
Oh, thank you very much for stopping by, Revelations.
With your tongue.
Hear me, mistress, I threaten you this.
Much love to
If
you.
do not
I'll let
confess your holy
Theta come
wickedness,
back for a
you shall
second.
not be even accorded the mercy
Hey,
of
what's
being
up? How you
hanged.
doing, Revelations?
Instead, you will be
We got
burned
Meatwad
alive.
hosting this program tonight, but thank you so much for coming by and dropping a like
While the villagers
and
shall come each
checking out the
stones upon
channel. Hope
stones
to do
until
something with you
the
soon
life
on
is
the
driven out of your body
Bat
and
in
you
the
are pressed
Sun
to
and
death.
Jason David Frank stuff. Henry Resilient had a stream tonight, but I didn't get a chance to make it, so I'll make the next one.
As it falls. I shall myself
Much
drop
love
the
to you.
first stone.
Yeah, much love to you. Thank you so much for being here.
God, in his mercy, will take me to himself. You can count the stones the others throw, but I shall never know how fast they fall.
Now let us use all zeal to our ends, but let us deal in compassion as far as it is compatible with justice.
I think I
To do
got
anything
haunted once,
unwarranted
but it was
torture
just shit
is a
hiding in the dryer
reflection on our manhood.
throwing forks at me.
One last word. Will you confess at
It was
last
still pretty
that
scary,
you are a witch?
regardless.
I cannot confess what is not true.
Come then, Sir John. Let us leave her to ready herself for death.
Ah, this November wind whistles through the bones. It will snow soon.
I welcome the walk and the wind to blow some cobwebs from my mind.
You are troubled by something?
This affair savors ill. Her last cry awoke strange feelings, and my heart turned within me.
You are a man of God and compassion, but have a care. Her powers of enchantment are strong and wicked.
If only I could have reached her.
No one can do that.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
You intend to return to question the girl again?
No, let her rest in what peace she can find in the little life left to her to lead.
Ah, are you then for your room as soon as we reach the inn?
No, I have an errand I
Sweet
must pursue.
peas, we're talking
I
about
have my
sweet
coach at
peas.
the inn yard. I should be honored to take you anywhere you desire.
Thank you, but I prefer to travel on this one by myself.
Master Mather, what brings you here?
I wish to ask you a question, Master Caton.
Will you enter?
No, thank you. I have not even hitched my horse. I have other riding to do.
Then ask your question.
Were you aware that the witch maid who is to die is an Episcopalian?
Yes, I was aware.
What's an
Then that prompts others. Why did you not go to her to bring her comfort?
Episcopalian.
Or help her cleanse her soul?
I would have
Episcopalian?
gone to bring her comfort, but they
It's
barred
just
me from entering the prison.
it's a sect
If
of
I arrange it so you can enter,
Christianity.
will you go to her?
What's a set?
Why do you
Just
extend her
forget
this
about
comfort, convinced as you are that she is a witch?
I have failed to bring her comfort myself or release from bondage. Perhaps because we are of different denominations, that is of no matter. I shall ride now to the prison and have all preparations made that you
Oh,
may visit her
set.
this evening.
Oh, are you talking about getting the
It falls
freaky
but an hour
deaky?
until
No,
dark.
I'm not talking
Wait
about
1 hour
that.
beyond that to make
I
sure you will
think you
be
might
fast
be
in.
talking about getting
May God
freaky
go with
deaky
you.
with a ghost.
No, Meatwad. No, I'm not.
See, what if I'm a ghost this whole time? What if this whole time I was the twist? Oh shit! In that Shylock plot twist in the
It sounds
house.
as though you were already celebrating the
I was the
spectacle.
ghost all along.
A man has little enough to amuse him with winter upon us. Here, when you come out, do you lock up tight behind you? Bring me the key in the common room. 'Tis too cold to wait upon you priests and your eternal preaching in these freezing halls. In you go. You, a witch, visitor to see you.
Who is it?
Give me the torch, turnkey.
How am I to find my way back to the common room?
'Tis known ground for you. Feel your way, if not else. How could I, a stranger, find my way without light?
Lord of mercy. Well, hold it then a moment till I find my way to the stairs.
Go then, and hurry.
And all I gotta say is that the devil want my soul, he better bring a coupon with like 50% off or something, because I ain't cheap. I ain't no cheap Meatwad.
Are you come to torture me?
I? Look at me in the torchlight. Can you not recognize I am of the clergy? God be with you. I am of your persuasion.
Oh, at least God has answered one of my prayers.
Oh, my daughter, do not crouch on the floor. Come to me so that I may comfort you.
I want to, Father, but this chain about my leg.
My poor fettered bird. Rest where you are as I come to you. Oh, my dear Lord.
What?
You are frozen with cold.
And you are warm.
A moment. Let me brace the torch here in the sconce. Now, my heavy cape off, and let me wind it about you.
Oh, let me touch your hand. Let me feel once again some human warmth.
Let us sit on the pallet, and I will hold you in my arms, with the cloak about us.
Oh, you're warm. And you've brought light and companionship.
How can they call so sweet a creature of God a witch?
Oh, I don't know. I'm only a maid. I'm so scared. Are you really an Episcopalian priest?
Ordained in England, at Ely. I come here for new worlds to conquer and to help tame a savage land. To make my life, my home, my family someday.
A cold welcome you'd get from the Puritans.
They're not all so bad as they are sometimes painted. And I am young enough to wait out their welcome. How could they have condemned you as a witch?
I don't know. First they said Granny was a witch, and I lived with her.
Did your grandmother practice magic arts?
Well, she knew about herbs that helped to heal, and she could make poultices that drew out pain.
I know what kind of
and
herbs she's
salves that
talking
she
about.
rubbed in with her hands that brought relief to others. Is that wicked?
I cannot see why. Who taught her these things?
She learned them long ago from a nurse, she
I
said.
tried me some
Who
of
learned
those
them from a
herbs
gypsy.
one time, and I
My
ended up putting
grandparents
ketchup
were
on my
very
head
rich
just so
with a
like I
large
felt like a
estate.
fancy boy.
But the Indians attacked them and killed my mother and father and everyone. And only Granny and I were left. And she was always a little queer after that. I mean, she wouldn't live in a town, only in the country. She was very good to me, and we were happy enough until Joseph, the one servant that we had left, died.
It sounds like this woman needs a baptism. I tried to baptize myself once in nacho cheese. It
We buried
burned, but
Joseph,
it
and
was
then
holy.
Granny said we must leave the house and start walking to the coast,
Why to the coast?
to take a boat for England, to my uncle. And we never did reach the boat. We stopped in a little house in the woods near here, and Granny was ill for a long time, and the rent was not cheap. At last the money was gone. And then
That's
Granny made
very
some money with her healing. And
start.
she was also a midwife.
I don't like
until-
killing things, but
I know that testimony. Someone had a
I think
child
that
born
means
was
that I'm doing a
not-
good job.
not
So
quite right.
thank
Sir
you,
John
thank you very
Jameson's
much,
daughter,
Stout.
that's what started it all. Now burn me. Are you kind? Are you human? Cannot you save me from them?
No, first tell me one more thing. You mean from Sir John?
Yes, he is the devil himself.
You paid him rent all these years that you grew into a beautiful woman?
Yes.
And then you had no money? He threatened to throw you out unless...
He talked of being possessed by the devil. He was the one who wanted to possess me. He was the devil.
And you were willing to be possessed?
And when that awful thing happened, he said that he would point to Granny as a witch and me too.
Okay, I don't know if it's just me,
Came to the
but
house
I don't know why the microwave is looking at me like that.
I told him I'd kill him and then myself if he
Is
tried
this
to touch me.
story making my microwave
Please.
possessed?
I don't want to burn.
I'm just gonna turn the other way for a little bit.
Save me.
Your soul? I do not believe that needs saving.
No, me. My body. For if you can't, kill me here with your own hand. I do not fear death. I have nothing to live for. I fear only torture.
Save you, if it were possible, but for what? Afterwards, to be hunted, pursued, retaken?
Then kill me.
No, never. Now that I've found you.
You know, I just got to thinking, why do ghosts never pay rent, huh? Those dead people.
Not to you.
Those damn deadbeats. Dead.
Kill. And I am Luna.
Luna. Now, then you will swear to do everything I tell you.
You think there is a way? There is hope.
There is always hope. And I think
You want
there's
that
a way.
American cheese, huh?
There is a way
Melts
if
without
only God
breaking?
will smile on us.
Yeah, these colors don't run and these cheese don't break.
Man and a maid.
That's an
And under the
American
most
cheese right
harrowing,
there.
desperate of conditions, from the blackness of adversity, nurtured by the strength of their faith, the first seeds of love are planted in both hearts. But
So the
can this
priest and
compassionate tortured
the
young man
possessed
free
girl
this
fell in
ill-starred
love,
maid?
and now they're
And
gonna
even
have a
having done
demon
so,
baby.
Where can they find safety or sanctuary? I'll return shortly with Act 3.
We still got Act 3 coming, okay. I don't want to see no demon baby.
In the dim, dank, freezing cell, Gil Caton stands with the torch held on high, his eyes searching, his mind racing, a wild plan formulating in his mind. Frustrated at the very outset by the leg iron which binds Luna to the wall. She sits huddled in the blessed warmth of the heavy
I know
cloak,
what you're doing. You're
watching
doing
this
the
man who has become
Sith
the center of
motto.
her
I
universe,
ain't
secure in
pledging
her heart
myself to the
that he will
Sith.
find a way to save her.
I'm a
The first
Jedi
problem
through and
is the leg
through.
iron.
Shake's the Sith of the
Once I get you
group.
to my house, I have forge and anvil and tools to cut it away. The wall. The wall is the only hope.
But the ring is
Yeah,
buried
you
in
don't
the
have.
masonry.
You're not gonna push anything
In the
past
mortar.
me. I
Between the
know.
stones.
I know about the
Hold the
wars and the
torch.
stars.
I can brace my feet against the wall.
And pull it out.
The Lord must have had some reason to bless me with this extra strength.
Sweat is starting from your brow.
Yeah, I'll read it though. I'm not reading that shit. I know you're not. I'll read it.
Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength I gain power. Through power I gain victory. Through victory my chains are broken.
All right. I know that. I know that too.
No matter if this ring starts from the wall once more.
Pulled it out. You pulled it out. That's more than human strength could do.
Never underestimate the power of prayer. Now,
Power of
listen to me,
prayer.
Luna.
That sounds.
You must trust me
That
to
sounds
the
like
uttermost.
witchcraft to me.
Now, let me lift you and see how heavy you are. A feather. It can be done.
What can be done?
I'm going to put you on my back and carry you out of the prison beneath my cassock.
Oh, I see. And I'll be very still.
Forgive me now, but
I just hope he doesn't
must take
fart
off your
under
frock.
there and
My frock.
gas
we
her
must
out,
arrange it in the
because I
corner
heard
with
that
a
can
stuffing of
kill you.
straw to look like you.
Oh, of course. I'll do that.
While I take off my sash and cassock.
Oh, if I can just arrange it so they'll believe it to be me, it might give us more time. What is it? What have you done?
Oh, I just slit my cassock all the way from below the waist to the neckband to make room for you.
How clever you are.
Adversity sharpens the brain. Now, quick. Now, climb on the stool. So.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying earlier. All you need to do force lightning, just go out in a thunderstorm with some pop rocks, and you become a wizard, and you can control that lightning. You become a force to be reckoned with from the dark side, from the light side, whatever force you want.
The cell door. There. I must douse the torch. The more we are in darkness, the safer we are.
I trust in you, and your strength, and your belief.
And in the Almighty. Oh, jailer! Jailer! Oh! Guard! Turnkey!
What's to do? Is it the pesta? Where's your light?
The witch has blown it out and left me in the darkness. I had to lock her back in the cell against the danger to us all.
Damn me if I'll come down again in this blackness. You say you locked the cell? Is she secure?
As secure as she can be.
Then find your own way up in the shadows to the prison door.
The light there is poor. It's just what I wanted. Now, if you ever prayed, my little one, pray now. Freedom is just a few short steps away.
Whither away so late in the evening, Master Mather?
You still at the inn, Sir John? I should have thought you were ridden home by now.
Yeah, that's right, pop rocks. You just get yourself a pack of pop rocks, go out in a thunderstorm, and you can conduct as much force lightning as you want.
My friend Judge Sewell was kind enough to make available to me.
Some of the strongest force ghosts I've met are made in that exact way.
Last attempt to see if she has repented.
Then you go to
I think that's one of the Jedi trials.
I shall be glad to drive you there.
No, I ride there myself. Nor do I think you should go near her again. For some reason, you inhibit her.
As you say. But the visit is useless. By law, the die is cast, and she will hang or burn tomorrow.
I have no power to free her body. I still may have hope to free her soul and bring her comfort. Good night, sir.
Are you all right? Do you want rest?
If I get myself dragged to hell tonight, can I bring snacks or do the concession stands or something like that down there?
Yes, Master Mather.
I thought I recognized that giant bulk, even in the shadows. By Harry, you seem even larger than I remembered.
Just the bulk of my cape.
Are you from the prison?
Why, yes.
Did you see the maid?
Yes.
Did she recant?
No, sir. She will never recant. Because she is innocent.
A matter of opinion, we shall see.
You are bound for the prison.
I am?
I beg you in the name of him we worship in our own ways to disturb this wretched girl no further. She is mercifully asleep now. Leave her the last few hours in peace in the name of compassion and humanity.
I had certain questions for her, but if...
Let God ask them when she is sent to face him tomorrow.
Well, we shall see. If she be asleep, perhaps I will not wake her. Good night, Master Caton.
I heard if you say Bloody Mary in the mirror 3 times, she shows up and she judges your skincare routine.
We must make all haste now and hope all is not lost. Oh, forgive me. It's just that time may be so important.
Oh, any hurt is worth being free. Strike away.
Try the file now.
And once Once my fetters are off, what then, Gil?
Oh, I don't know. The hue and cry will be raised all over this bloody town, just gone mad.
Have y'all been able to hear me all right? Or has it been a little bit low? I turned up my volume just in case so y'all can hear.
It must be on foot. But be of good faith. Somehow the Lord will provide.
How can I ever thank you with all that I feel in my heart?
Yeah, I think that works better.
Smile break across your lovely face, and it will be thanks enough.
Strange way to meet the man I dreamed of.
Hush. You're almost through.
I cannot eat more.
You must eat as much as possible. I mean, you can carry little with you. We must find you some clothes to wear. What? Oh, good Lord. Not so soon.
Don't let them take me.
Into the bedroom, quick. Now, if I cannot turn them back, I can hold them back. Now, take my cape. It has what money I have in the pockets. Now, go by the window and try to make for Providence. There's an Episcopalian church there where you will be safe.
I will not go without you.
You must save yourself.
Oh, my place is at your side. I'll never love any other man but you.
Nora, now go quickly to the bedroom. Perhaps God is with us yet.
I'll be listening and praying.
Oh, forgive my tardiness, but I was at my devotions, sir.
You will pardon my intrusion, I hope. Do I speak to Mr. Gilbert Caton, the parson, here?
You do?
Dare I beg a few minutes of your valuable time, sir? I am trying to trace my mother and my young niece. My name is Clare, Leonard Clare of Clare Hall, County Devon. My father had a large estate west of here, which was attacked by Indians. All of my family were killed, save my mother and niece, who, I am told, escaped. Since I arrived but lately in this country, I have only now, with tolerable certainty, traced them to this district. The town authorities claimed no knowledge of them, but since they were of the Episcopal faith, deemed that you might know something.
Come in, sir. Come. Out of the cold.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have horses.
Horses and a coach, yes.
Well, then you must fly this minute.
Huh? Fly?
The people of Salem burned your mother as a witch. I saw her burn. Outside there, in the market.
Oh, good Lord.
They have fixed the burning of your niece for tomorrow. There is to be a holiday, so the folks may revel in the sight.
To burn my niece, Luna? And you have the temerity to ask Leonard Clare to fly?
You know, after my baptism in the nacho cheese, I think we should be starting a religion about nacho cheese.
Luna.
That sounds like a holy experience.
My brother's baby. What have they done to you?
Nothing yet that can't be repaired, but there is no... Master Mather.
Do not be alarmed. I come here in amity, not in enmity.
You?
I shall explain in a moment. May I meet the gentleman before I speak?
This is Luna's uncle.
Leonard Clare of Clare Hall, Devon, now of the colonies. And I promise you, a man of resources, a man well able to afford to fight the persecution of this town and its shame, and all your power and evilness.
I would advise you not to try, sir. No, hear me out. As to my motives, my honesty, my devotion to the God I believe in, and my determination to wipe out witchcraft, I will not bandy words. I do what I believe to be right. And let history be the judge.
Your name will go down in it as a stench in the nostrils of any humane man.
So be it. I follow where I am called. Tonight, profoundly troubled after rereading the transcript of this child's trial and her grandmother's, perforce I could come to only one conclusion. A tragic miscarriage of justice had already been done. Another was about to occur. I went to prison determined to free the maid myself, and to offer her my protection against the wild riot which would follow on her release.
That was when we met you on the road.
Yes, sir. You tried to put me off. I can see why now, but God directed my footsteps there. I must tell you that her absence had been discovered before I even arrived, and that the mob is gathering. All the roads out of this town will be closed to everyone.
They cannot stop me.
They will, unless you have safe conduct. I suggest you get your niece into the coach post-haste, and yourself draw the curtains, and I'll conduct you and your men through the mob.
I will not go without Gil.
The least I owe you for saving Luna's life.
You had best join them, Master Caton. When that drunken jailer wakes up to remember you saw her last, you will be torn limb from limb. It is a good bargain, a life for a life.
Ah, and you, sir?
I have no fear for mine, and I have much work to do. For all his title and position, Sir John Jameson must be brought to book for his crime against you and yours. I shall see that he is. And perhaps I may need one small breath of perfume to dilute that stench.
Perfume?
To leave in history.
Don't men wear cologne and women wear perfume?
While the account you have heard is a fictional one, it is a somewhat sad thing that Cotton Mather is painted as black as he is. Even in his obsession against witchcraft, he was a scrupulous defender of all he thought unjustly accused. He was a scholar, in some sense a scientist, and for all he was a fanatic, it was without thought of personal gain. He was also
I don't get what happened there.
perhaps would have allowed himself one frosty smile of pleasure.
So did the priest and the possessed girl, did they hook up?
The madness at Salem was of short duration, and the good people of that unfortunate town soon returned to their senses. Gil Kate
Okay.
Mystery Theater presents.
Oh wait, we weren't done with that one?
And let history be the judge.
Your name will go down.
Of this child's trial and her grandmother's had already been done. Another was about to occur. I went to prison determined to free the maid myself and to... Yes, sir. You tried to put me off. I can see why now, but God directed my footsteps there. All the roads out of this town will be closed to everyone. Suggest you use it much.
It's a somewhat sad thing that Cotton Mather is...
Oh, it was just the ending narration.
Even in
Okay.
his obsession against witchcraft, he was a scrupulous defender of all he thought unjustly accused. He was a scholar without thought of personal gain. A frosty smile of pleasure at the outcome of this whole affair. I shall return shortly.
Okay, so there is an ending. We missed it. Okay.
The madness at Salem was of short duration, and the good people of that unfortunate town soon returned to their senses. Gil Caton and his wife Luna did not return, mostly because of tragic memories, but also because the first of a long line of little Catons was well on its way. They were married in Rhode Island, one of the colony's most
They did get married. They hooked up and made themselves a demon baby. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen.
Another larger group of children, the congregation of Pastor Gil Caton's church, which flourished in all good things, temporal as well as sacred. And so, amen. Our cast included
Amen.
Marion Seldes, Kurt Peterson, William Redfield, and Cork Benson. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
Hyman Brown. All right.
Mystery Theater presents.
Now we're going to be listening to The Root of All Evil. I think that's money. I know it's the voice of death is what Theta's saying.
Presents.
Yeah, so a semi-good ending. At the end, they had themselves a demon baby, and they raised it, and it went off to college, and now it's a liberal arts teacher at the University of Harvard.
Oh, a little less than an hour, and listen to a tale of murder? Or is that statement exactly fair?
Hey, what's up, Shabby? How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Of another human being with malice aforethought.
We'll just be listening to some more radio programs. The last one was about a witch and a priest hooking up together and making themselves a demon baby.
Was killed.
Don't try to blame it on me. It's always blamed on me. I won't take it
Okay, okay, so I need to lower my voice and raise this. Okay, But this isn't Theta. This is Meatwad. Thank you.
Sure of that, I'll kill you. How can you kill what was never alive? Only one way.
Okay, how about that? And then I'm gonna lower this a little bit. How about that? Is that a better mix of the show and my voice? Is that a better mix? Much better. Okay, sounds good. I just wanted to make sure you could hear both. Thank you for your input.
There is no act without the two of you.
There's no me. As long as he.
We want some applause for that. Okay, we need some applause for that last one. It was a good one. So let's go ahead and give it some applause. Oh wait, there we go. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Oh, Theta, why the hell did you press that button? That was not funny at all. Let's go ahead and get into the next one now. That was rude.
It's done. Forever.
Yeah, it was a good story.
Maybe it's worth murder to achieve some kind of freedom.
I'll be from the day and age when radio dominated.
Our mystery drama,
Back in the 1800s, right?
was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Victor Jory. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Sign Off, the sinus medicines. I'll be back shortly with
Sinus
Act One.
medicines. That's not a good product. 1940s or 50s. So that's we're in
One
the
of man's
year
most ancient arts. It's as old as the Chinese
2025.
and almost
carry
certainly it
the
was practiced by
one.
priests who
So
created such
about
seeming miracles
238
as the speaking
years
statues of
ago,
Egypt
something
and the
like
Greek
that,
oracles.
right?
Down through the millennia, it flourished.
I ain't
And
good
when
with
it
the
became
maths.
sheer entertainment through vaudeville, radio, and TV, it reached its highest popularity. Then, as suddenly, ventriloquism suddenly lost its popularity. A fact that Janus the Great is not yet prepared to face.
Who was I? Fat Freddie Goldstein from the East Bronx, a little schlep. I was scared to go to school even. They beat up on me all the time because I wouldn't fight back, and it was funny to watch a fat kid cry.
That's
Then
kind
I read
of
an ad
how
in the
I
paper
grew up
and
too.
saved up my lunch money to send away for Professor Fantasorio's magical method of voice projection. Amaze, delight, and mystify friends and foes alike by the ancient and mystical art of ventriloquism. It changed my life because for some reason it was easy to me. I mastered the art in a month and held a golden key that unlocked the world for me. At 16, I was playing parties and school dates. I got in at the very end of radio's golden era.
You know,
But where
I'm
I
thinking
really
about that
hit it
last
big was
story.
television.
About
By then I was
I
calling
remember
myself
one time I lit
Janus
to
Alias.
the moon,
And then
and now
suddenly
apparently
by
I
the late
owe it some child
1960s,
support. I don't know how that
has-been.
works,
The
but the
gold all
courts
faded. The
said
club
that
dates
I
I
owe
played
child
were a
support. I don't.
disaster.
I'm
And a
bankrupt
lifetime
though.
of
I had
splitting
to.
myself in two ended
I had
in
to
murder.
forfeit everything.
Fred, look what you've done to him. We'll never put him back together now.
What do you care, Sarah?
What do you mean?
Isn't this the way you've always wanted it?
Oh, Fred, you're sick.
You always thought he came between you and me.
Who?
Him, this dummy.
I never said that once all these years.
But you thought it.
Well, he was always the first thing in your thoughts. You combed his hair, pressed his clothes, washed his face.
Yeah, and another thing about that last story, I remember Frylock said that I couldn't marry the lamb, but the lamb said yes, so boom! Boom, Frylock, in your face.
Yes, I was jealous. Now maybe I'm glad you've destroyed him. Maybe now we can have what you'd never let me have.
What? What did I ever refuse you?
A child?
A child of my own?
Hey,
we
what's
have a
up,
child,
Watcher
Sarah?
X? This is
Always on the road, always moving,
signing
living in hotels. Children weren't
the
for us.
blank
You could have
off.
left me behind with our child or our children.
And travel alone?
Don't you think that I could have gone ahead and had a child? How could you have stopped me? But I didn't
Thank you so
because
much, Watcher X, for being here.
Because
it wouldn't have been fair to the child. It would have been my child, not something we shared, just as he was your
More
child.
like
Freddie, what's
1940
wrong with you?
was
How could you have done that to him?
85
doesn't
years
matter.
ago. Okay.
He's gone.
Well, let's see if we can't put him together
1950
again.
was
Leave him
75.
alone. Don't touch him.
Fred!
Okay,
you said-
like I said, I don't do math very
He
well.
couldn't be repaired, and he's not going to be repaired because there's nothing to repair him for.
Darling, what is it?
Don't you see? I'm as dead as he is.
You got fired again.
I'm through, Sarah. It's all over. There's no Janus the Great.
No, that isn't true, darling. You're tired. You've been overworking. A good night's rest.
What am I going to do? We have no money. I have no other talents. I'm back once again to where I began, Fat Freddy from the East Bronx. When I killed Alias, I might as well have killed myself. I had no rest that night. What a night it was. After Sarah, worrying herself frantic about me, finally got to sleep, the things began happening. The first pain when it came was so intense and piercing that in spite of myself, it... My God! I bit my lip till the blood came, trying to stifle my cries so that I shouldn't bother Sarah. But my arm felt as though some giant had broken it across his knee. And then the second one came. A blow that compressed my brain and sent it spinning. Dear God, what's happening to me?
Fred?
Did that poltergeist?
Darling, are you all right?
Bitch, buy me a new one next time if you're going to be throwing shit and both in it.
Sarah, a dream. What a dream. I felt like I was broken on the rack.
I'll get you some aspirin. You're coming down with something, mark my words.
I'm coming down with something, all right. Tomorrow, first thing, I'll take care of that.
Take care of what?
What I did to my poor little dummy. Tomorrow, I'll go to the professor and see if he can put Alias together again.
If that's what you want.
Never mind if it's what I want or not. It's what must be done.
So now you've made up your mind. Maybe you could sleep a little.
What I am. Too late to change about the dummy and me. But one thing it isn't too late for is a child.
They better not be talking about me.
Oh.
I'm no dummy.
What could I do with a child? I already have one in my arms. Sleep a little, darling, sleep. And maybe we could find a new tomorrow.
I could sleep now. The pains were all still there, but dulled and able to be forgotten.
Okay, thank you, Sig Alderson, for being here. Have a good night. And I will tell Theta that you said to say good night to him. I hope you had a good time. We're going to finish this one up and call it a night as well. But thank you so much for being here. You're going to be missed. We love you.
He held me close, and suddenly it came. The blessed curtain of sleep, and the wonderful feeling that all the decisions had been made and the future smoothed away.
You did this to my creation.
Professor, I paid you for him.
For the intricate balance of wire and joints that gave him reality. And more than that, the control of the eyes, the mouth, the tongue between the teeth, a model of the human figure, a scarce step below actuality. He's been destroyed beyond belief. It's vandalism. It cannot be repaired.
You must forgive me, Professor Manzini, but my art is a lost art, and yours may be too.
What? What do you say?
We live in a world where miracle, illusion, magic are forgotten. Words and symbols mean little more than what they state.
We live in a world where nothing that is said, no words, no statement means anything at all. Yes, you are right about our profession. I've had my dissatisfactions, too. which have led me deeper and deeper into the recreation of form, the humanoid form, the complete replica of man. I am so near, Janus. So near.
What are you saying?
I've created a dummy. No, forget that awful word. A robot, half life size, capable of everything. Movement, reaction, everything except actual speech. By electronic control, you can move this figure, activate it, make it sit or stand or bend. But to make it speak, that is beyond me. Only a master of ventriloquism can affect that. Will you lend your artistic talent to my mechanical genius and create a new miracle?
Need you ask? I'm desperate.
You don't have to worry any longer, Janus. Here, come with me a moment. Let me show you my new masterpiece. There he is.
Are they talking about me, the masterpiece? Yeah, that's very kind of you.
It's the exact image of mine.
Well, I had to have a model. Who better than you? Here, take this control. Ask him to get up and come to you.
What do I call him?
Well,
I thought that we were going to be listening to stuff about ghosts, but this is just about...
the great Janus and...
this is just about two guys talking about their love of making dolls.
I am Janus. Will you come to me? Do you want me to be your master?
Oh, shit. Oh, I've had to deal with that shit before.
Maybe I'm out of practice. I'll try again. Do you know me? Will you answer me when I talk? If you tell me the answers... How did you find Chicago? I just got off the plane and there it was.
I don't need no Ouija board to find out that this thing is haunted. I got myself a magic Meatball, and it has all my unresolved trauma in
Let me
it.
build you the complete dummy, and you'll thank me forever.
I've told you, Professor, I haven't the money.
Yes, I know. So I'll offer you a proposition. I'll build you a humanoid that will walk, move, bend, jump, do anything you ask it to. That's my contribution. All you must provide is the voice. That is beyond me. We'll go into a simple partnership, 50-50, on all our earnings. Will you accept that?
I don't have to put up any money to own a humanoid that
You know,
moves and
Frylock
acts
said
like
this is
any
all
other person?
fiction, but I seen Shake wrestle a goblin one time, so I don't trust no one. I don't know what the hell's going on.
So, arrivederci, Janus.
Arrivederci. How will I know?
I will call you the moment he is finished.
I don't know how to thank you, Professor Manzini.
Did they say Meatwad'S?
Sometimes, friend. No need to thank me. Nor will you want to when I'm finished with you.
Did they say Meatwad'S? I mean...
Assassin. To have killed one of my children.
I mean, oh, hell no. That ghost, if that ghost just said my name, I don't know what to say. I ain't even signed up for that newsletter.
But I stayed my hand a little while. I have other plans for you than just revenge.
They better not be thinking about putting me in some pasta.
So, the professor's apparent kindness is only a mask to hide his revenge for the destruction of one of his creations. But how does he expect to accomplish that? And what other plans does he have in mind?
Yeah, don't trust spaghetti, man. It's slippery and it's full of lies.
Ventriloquism. The name is a misnomer, since its Latin roots mean simply speaking from the belly. In actual fact, the illusion is produced by depressing the vocal cords, pulling the tongue inside the mouth to create words, and by keeping the lips from moving. Still, Practiced by a master, the illusion is indistinguishable from reality. So much so that the great English philosopher Henry Moore was moved to say, "Who knows, but some of his counterfeit ventriloquists may prove true ones," which is another way of saying, which is the dummy and which is the master.
Who knows? I know I'm the master. I'll be the master
I got home
here.
to Sarah with the news about the new act and how I was sure it would put me back in the headlines again. She was less enthusiastic than I'd hoped. Oh, I knew she was pleased for me, but behind the pleasure and the love in her eyes, I could sense a darkness, a foreboding that she couldn't hide.
If y'all want to become a member, go ahead and sign up. We got a bunch of stuff coming in just for members in the next
So
month.
did I. But I think this new thing he's building is what saved me.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, he's an exact replica of me.
And I
like a
want to
twin
thank
brother.
Casey Creepy Creations yesterday for sending in those 5 gifted memberships. We are now up to 25 members again.
Like a child?
Don't, Sarah.
I wouldn't care if you drove a bus or sold shoes or collected trash. At least I'd have you to myself.
You've always had me, Sarah. There's never been anyone else.
Oh, women I never had to worry about. No matter how they gathered about you. You're a very handsome man, Fred.
I have to be. Look at what I married, the most beautiful woman in the world.
An old lady like me. Since I first saw you, there was nobody but you for me.
Now you regret it?
Oh, never. It's just that I'm so completely yours, all of me. I wish only sometimes I could have you to myself the same way.
But you do. The dummies, Alias, any of them. They aren't your rivals, darling. Not in any way.
Are you sure?
I raise my hand to God.
Oh, no, don't.
Why not?
Because you're only lying to him and to yourself. Don't you see, Fred, they're all your children. The children I never had, the children I can't share.
Why have you stuck with me all these years?
Because I love you. The part of you I've had. But I wish I could have had all of you.
Sarah, listen. It's going to take the professor a couple of months to finish the work on self. Cy can take care of all the bookings. I've already talked to him, and he's sure we got a smash going. I got all the material I need.
They'll just go underwater for a second?
Topical stuff. They'll do it on spec for me. So why don't you and me just run away?
Run away?
You pick the spot. Just so we have enough cash or can borrow enough to make it. Bermuda, the Bahamas, Mexico.
Oh, Fred, I can be packed tonight.
We had nearly 2 months on an island in the
Go ahead and pack your shit. We're getting out of here.
As far as you could look from left to right. The long walks, the swims, the fish diet, and the simple local foods.
You know, why ghosts always gotta be haunting a house?
Most of all,
I mean, ghosts never haunting like
the strange transformation that was happening inside
I don't know, like a car salesman.
Meant by my split
they never haunting like
From the moment we landed on the island, I had set
Amazon warehouse or anything like that. It's always some old haunted house.
I
think that's discrimination.
I no longer had to persuade myself. It was gone. I called the professor only once during our long vacation.
Hello?
Professor, it's Fred Ghost Janus.
Si, come sta, amici?
I ain't afraid of no ghosts, except the one in my sock drawer.
It's not yet
He's
finished.
cool, but he petty.
I mean...
He's one petty buddy sock drawer ghost.
I've ever had in my life, so...
I advise you to enjoy it to the full. When I've completed your alter ego, you will have little time for play.
You're that optimistic?
I am that optimistic. I have an instinct about these things. I think you will find yourself when you
know,
see
after eating that pizza earlier today, if a vampire come in here, I'm gonna hit him with that garlic breadstick and one bad attitude.
Sure,
that vampire's not gonna know what hit him.
I'm at your command. Till I hear from you.
Joe?
driving back to our beach cottage from the nearest little town where there was a phone, I found a host of things running through my mind. How happy and carefree the last weeks had been. What they had meant to Sarah. Paramount over all was my return to my own personal freedom. To being my own man. Not to have to depend on a fabrication of wood, steel, and wires to which I had lent half my own personality. Over which I had to split myself. It was in that frame of mind I should have decided my life. Except when I got back home, the decision wasn't mine. What is it, Sarah?
Oh, I don't know. I'm afraid to hope, but I hurt, so you've got to get me to the hospital.
What is it, Liebchen?
Well, I think I'm making a better image for you than Professor Manzini with all his skills could ever make. I think I'm pregnant with our child, Fred.
Oh, shit. Another pregnant.
Don't let anything
Another
happen to him.
possessed pregnancy. Another baby.
It was a wild trip to the local airstrip, a chartered plane and on into Nassau. Sarah
What are the
had
odds we
been
just listened to two random haunted programs, both of them having to do with demon
The
babies?
professor had finished.
Benvenuto, Dennis. Come sta?
Sta bene, maestro. Where is he?
Gently, each thing to its own time. Have you had a good vacation? You look like Othello.
I guess I picked up quite a tan.
And how is your good wife?
Sarah? Oh, she's fine now.
She didn't lose the child?
No, thank God. It was just an early threatened miscarriage. But we got to Nassau on time.
Well, I made a decision while you were gone. Since we're breaking convention, moving into a new relationship...
You know, I'm not dumb. I'm just real smart in invisible ways, everybody.
And you, the master magician.
It needs both of us to create the illusion.
True. Just so long as it is illusion.
I'm like a ventriloquist in that way.
Signore, huh? My pills in the little bottle on the inlaid table.
Here. How many? Do you need water?
No, just nitroglycerin. One under the tongue. I have an old heart that has been working too long. Thank you.
Is there anything else I can get for you?
Not any more than you will be getting me very soon. Now I'm all right. Yeah, you wish to meet your alter ego?
You can imagine. I'm dying to meet the dummy which will bring ventriloquism and me back into the spotlight again.
Baby.
Dummy, huh?
It will be the
I bet
same
that haunted doll be cheating at Monopoly,
now,
just like Shake.
physically, he is perfect. You will move, walk, perform any physical function except talk. That is where you are the creative one. There he is.
He's absolute perfection. How could you tell him from a human being?
He cannot speak. Only you can teach him that.
Teach him?
Well, provide him with a voice and language.
Should we dress him first?
Oh, by all means, let us dress him. And then find out what we have. Or as the Bible would have said, what has been wrought.
Together, we dress the flexible
Okay, but if that ghost offered you a sandwich, you still eat it, right?
Except
Well,
so much younger and more
ghost meat gotta be keto, for sure.
This curious feeling whenever I glanced up to find myself looking at me, or me
I'm watching my weight, so I'm going on the keto diet, and I need...
So, Ecke, This very small remote control you hold in your hand can make him do everything but speak. Here, let me show you how the control works. Self, would you make us both a drink? Scotch on the rocks for me, a vermouth cassis for Mr. Janus.
Fantastic.
I showed you before.
But that was a robot. This is a replica of a human being. Who could tell the difference?
No one. Except us. He needs only one more thing to make him complete. A voice.
He's too terrifying. What right have we to invest a complete human being with a voice?
It's the only thing he lacks.
No. If we are to be an act, there is something also he lacks totally. A brain. The power of thought. Whatever issues from his mouth are my thoughts, my words.
Think of the magic of it all. A figure, able to move exactly as a human, engaged in a dialogue which...
I'm gonna be honest with myself. If a spirit dragged me into the shadow realm, I'd probably just melt.
How do they know that there is
I
any
gotta
magic
get me some sleep
happening before them?
anyway,
Because
so
at the end of the act, or before, however
I'll
you
be a
build
good
it,
time to
you
do
turn
it.
this figure around. So, and you open this door in his back, like that, and he is revealed as a robot. A mass of gears, cams, springs, the antitheses of a human. A piece of machinery constructed of moving parts.
Something nags at me and tells me there's a flaw in this.
Oh, you have a mountain of debts. How else do you repay them?
Well, I suppose I'm just a sentimental fool, but somehow you make me sound like Faust. You're right. This is the only way I can dig myself out of debt and start a future for my child. You have an act, Professor. Janus himself. I'll start to work it up immediately, and I hope it'll catch on.
I know it will.
I have a feeling it will, but is it the success I want? I wish I could be sure of that.
Another old-time quote on ventriloquism was one that had an evil spirit speaking in his belly. But suppose by some supernatural act, the reverse were true, that somehow the ventriloquist became the victim, and that the doll, the dummy, the alter ego tipped the scales and took over from him. Let's see what happens when I return with Act 3.
You know, before we go ahead and get into Act 3, I want to go ahead and share this out with y'all. Everybody, on Wednesday, we're going to be doing a stream for Scooby Pup. And right here, you can go and send go and help her and her mom out. I'm going to be putting the link in the chat. So here it comes. Here comes the airplane, everybody. Go over to Give Send Go and help Scooby and help her and her mama. But Wednesday we're gonna have a all-night stream. If y'all want, I can host for an hour.
For 2 months, the act was shaped
Let's
and
see what we
polished and then
do.
brought
We'll
into
play
New
some
York,
games.
where
We'll do
open
some
to raves.
karaoke.
Show after show was designed
But
and
we're
built
gonna have
around
some
them.
fun over there on
International
Wednesday.
offers poured in.
So
A
come
countrywide
back
tour
on
was
Wednesday.
planned. Only 2 risks
And we're
in
gonna
the
be
route.
having a
The
fundraiser
first had to do with Professor
for a
Manzini.
fun girl.
It was the day I was to pick up Self. The maestro had wanted to make a few final adjustments, he said. And I had
And
been
if
working
y'all want to
desperately
help
to finally come up with a
Theta,
voice that I hoped was
you're more than
completely
welcome
humanoid.
to do that as
Sarah
well.
felt it was, so did my agent. I was
He's
anxious to let the professor hear it
he's
himself,
had some
but I
rough
never had the
times
chance.
these past couple weeks, so
No answer.
if you wanna become a member or go to his Teespring.
Why would he have gone out? His heart. Professor!
But other than that, just sit back and have fun.
It's me!
And let me know if you enjoy me hosting.
He was
If you
seated
do,
in his
I
old
can come back.
armchair, head lolling to one side, one hand over the chair as if to receive a pellet from the bottle held in Self's hand. Self himself was bent over, frozen in the act of spilling it out of the already opened bottle. I took his pulse quickly, listened to his heart. The professor was dead. I stooped and picked up the
Shake
control
once
box,
told me ghosts
depressing the
can smell
button.
fear, so put on Smack's body spray. Now I'm possessed and
You can
sticky.
straighten up now, Self.
I'm
Give me the
sure.
bottle. Thanks. When did he die? Of course, how stupid of me. What a triumph you are, that I should forget even for a moment. At a moment as crucial and heartbreaking as this, that you're only a dummy. Isn't that right?
Yes, Master. That's right.
I shouldn't make you call me that. Do you mind?
Why should I mind? Don't you control me?
Yes, I suppose I do.
Oh shit,
Except you
that's
seem so
dummy.
human.
And a little frightening because I'm so much your twin.
Wait a minute. Well, what's this? Attached to this note,
Okay,
is a
that
copy of
shit
my
scared
will.
in time.
It
Shit
makes
needs
you the
spaghettis and
executor
more
and sole heir
oil
to
and a
all my
hair dryer.
possessions. May they bring you all you deserve. I have done everything in my power to make sure you will get everything that's coming to you. Did you hear that, Self? You're all mine now.
I am all yours.
I do not like dolls coming to life. That is
Wait a
not.
minute. Don't be so
That
fidgety.
is
Let me
not
try your
in
charm.
my
Sorry, Sarah.
repertoire of things that I
Let's
handle.
schedule. I just hope my voice holds out.
And I got some lemon and honey for you. Here, drink.
What would I do without you?
Fred, why don't you give it all up? Who needs it?
We do, till the bills are paid.
Well, not with what the professor
Don't
left us.
worry,
I don't
everybody. I
want his
ain't
money.
scared.
I want my
I just farted. Yeah, that's
What
it.
is it,
I
honey?
just farted, and the fart startled me. That's all.
Regular soccer player. He'll grow up to be.
You take care of yourself.
Ooh.
Now, don't worry about me. I don't want to have to start worrying about you.
What else is it you're worried about, Fred?
Nothing. Just the grind.
Well, you'll tell me if it's anything else.
I'll tell you. What could I ever keep from you, Sarah? But there were things I was keeping from Sarah. Things I even tried to keep from myself. Something strange was happening in the act. Sometimes I'd sort of blank out on the stage. There would be periods when I was never sure exactly what had been said. And then there was a growing pressure on my throat, creating a voice that was unnatural for a ventriloquist, no matter how natural it might be to the audience. I went to my doctor about it, and he advised rest. But that was impossible with the contracts I had to fulfill. I took my problems to Sarah.
You mean he talked without you?
I don't know, Sarah. It seemed that way.
But how?
Well, you know, the old routine. Just to take, for example, where I say, "Where were you born?" He says, "In a hospital." And I say, "Why?" And he says, "Because I want to be near my mother." I've done it so often. The exchange seems completely authentic. But last night, the strangest thing happened, like it's happened before, I think. Only, maybe I'm crazy.
What, Fred?
I asked the question, "Where were you born?" And he answered.
Oh, who cares about me? Where were you born?
And I said, "In a hospital." And he said,
Why?
and I said, "Because I want to be near my mother." It's crazy. Turned upside down, topsy-turvy. Like he controlled me instead of...
No, Fred, you've got to quit. It isn't worth it anymore. You're killing yourself.
You can't be having that, that's for sure.
But there was the child to think of and the usual obsession, money. The climax came near the end of my engagement at the music hall. These moments of
I bet that climax came.
more and more frequent.
Didn't freaky dip in there. I get it.
It took all my strength to go on this performance, except that I knew Sarah was in the audience. I loaded myself with pep pills, gargled, drank coffee by the gallon, and made my appearance. But I was so drugged, shaken out of myself, that the performance was strictly by rote, routine, mechanical, until... So, you think that's funny, do you?
How can I help it?
What do you mean?
What you think, I think, right?
Wrong. It's time you learn to think for yourself.
Okay. How come if we have to pretend we're doing this silly ventriloquist act, I don't sit on your knee?
That's a silly thing to say.
Just like everything else I get to.
That sounds like
You're just as big as I am.
crime
That'd
waiting
be
to
ridiculous.
happen.
Not any more than the rest of this act. Anyway, why do you always get to sit down and I have to stand?
Don't get mad.
Oh, I'm not the one who's crazy. You have to be if I sound that way.
All right. If you want to sit down on my lap, come on.
Thank you, Daddy. Isn't
I
it
think
just like
the
old
doll
times?
is an undercover
Let's do
agent
Sonny
trying
Boy.
to
Well, they're all
entrap
gray
this
skies.
What can
this
they all be,
ventriloquist
Daddy?
Let
man.
them all be gray skies.
What'll I do with them?
You'll make them blue.
What's my name?
Sonny boy.
What about your friend?
From the moment Fred
friends
had left the
forsake me.
prepared act,
What'll you let?
I had a horrible foreboding that something terrible was
Who
wrong.
you still have?
Yeah, don't fall for that entrapment, ventriloquist.
How could I stop
Sonny
it?
boy.
The audience wasn't far behind me, realizing something had gone terribly
Know
wrong.
about me?
And that awful thing
I know
that
how
happened
that
to me in
military
actors'
be
dreams was taking
for
place
setting up
right up
sting
here on stage.
operations,
Where?
My
trying to get
husband,
young little
making a
dim
fool of
dolls to
himself
sit on
and
your lap,
seemingly powerless to
and then
stop
they're
it.
gonna come in,
I
bang,
sat there to the
and they're
very end.
gonna arrest you, and they're gonna say some bad things about you.
When we offer you the climactic proof of what you've known from the beginning, that despite the evidence of your eyes, ears, and all the other senses, there's on this stage only one living man, myself. The other is, turn around, self, the greatest living robot the world has ever known, a humanoid, complete in every sense, except that he is voiceless. Now, I open the back to prove that he is not alive, not human, but a mechanical contrivance of human ingenuity. What's the matter? Where?
What's the matter with
This
you?
is not your night, James. Why don't you turn around and let the audience know the truth? Turn! Drum roll!
Better not ask him to bend over.
Watch and see the truth.
Definitely better
The
not ask
audience
him to
reacted
bend
as
over and
cold
see the truth.
as the door in the dummy's back swung open. My reaction was horrifyingly different, because the door that had been opened was not in the dummy's back, but what for 20 years of married life had been my husband's.
What happened out there, Self?
Since we are alone and the time is right, I will reveal myself.
Professor.
None other. I can't tell you how many bodies I've used, stolen their souls from them to house my own.
I knew
The
it.
only children I ever had are
Themselves.
my puppets, my marionettes, my dummies. When you murdered Alias, I made up my mind to take your body and
I bet
punish you
that
in the
soul's
process.
just upset because he ain't got no Wi-Fi.
I told you in my will I'd make sure you got everything that was coming to you.
When your Wi-Fi goes out,
I think
you just
I
lose it.
kept my promise.
But you're not finished.
The curse that was laid on me is quite specific. I must find a body to occupy for at least 10 years before I make an exchange or descend to everlasting hell. The one I've taken
like I
from
said
you
earlier,
will serve.
if somebody wants
You
my
have your
soul, they
choice.
better bring a
Continue as a
50%
voiceless
off
dummy,
coupon,
or destroy
because
yourself.
I
I couldn't
ain't
care
cheap.
less.
Fred, what is it? Oh, what's the matter?
I have no more use for either of you. I shall leave. Oh, Mrs. Goldstein, you might need this.
What is it?
The control box to make your husband move. I'll even leave you his voice, since it's become so hoarse and unpleasant.
I thought we said no
I've
horse.
had my revenge.
What am I to do with this?
We did say no horse, right, Theta?
Yeah, we
Are
don't
you a
do no
robot
horse.
now?
I was.
Yeah, no horse.
I should be.
We don't do no
Except
horse.
that God is merciful, and evil doesn't always triumph.
What do you mean?
I don't know exactly, but listen to me.
You sound like my Fred again.
I feel like your old Fred again, and not so old. I'm aware of blood coursing through my veins. My heart is pumping, my brain moving and reacting. Look at me, Sarah. Is there a door in my back?
I'd fight a ghost for a Klondike bar any day. No
Beyond me to
hesitation.
explain, except
That's what
every
I'd
time
do for a
before that
Klondike
ghoul
bar.
stole another body, the soul was lost. Till this time.
Hey,
Because there
Suzanne, how you
was
doing?
already a body made in my image for my soul to
Thank you
invest.
for stopping by. This is Meatwad.
Thanks to God. Even my
Theta's
voice
here
is back.
too, but
Most of all, my
Meatwad's
voice.
hosting
That's the
tonight.
greatest irony of all.
Yeah, so
darling?
sit back
once I
and
took it from
enjoy the radio
Now I
program.
don't need to
We're
anymore.
finishing up this last one.
He, Self, the professor, whatever he was or is, stole my
And if
body
y'all enjoy
and
my,
left me the image to dwell in now.
posting styling,
And by so
we
doing,
will be
saved my
doing
life
this
and condemned
every
himself.
once in a while.
The body
I'll
he
come
left
back
me is
if
new and
Theta
capable
will
of
help
long
me.
life. My body that
Yeah,
he
if people
stole
enjoy it,
has less than a month to
definitely
live.
ask you back.
It has.
Just
I had
keep your side of the room
incurable
clean.
cancer of the larynx.
Look, I'll make sure everything's cleaned up. Just keep those cats from scratching and kneading on me in the middle of the night.
Was a 3-day wonder in the press. But the public is fickle. Within weeks, the great Janus was out of mind. Fred's in real estate now, happy to forget Janus the Great. And Sarah has provided a new member for the act, a lusty young son whose voice has all the range of his father's, at least in decibels, if not in trickery. I'll be back shortly. As for that mysterious and indefinable character, the professor, whoever he was, his car went out of control on the Harlem River Drive.
It sounded
and
like it
plunged into
being
the canal.
lozenge or
Since he
maybe
could not
even just a
swim,
hug.
whether or not his life
I
might
would
have
go
been
with
saved
honesty.
will never be answered. Since by that time his larynx was so deeply infected by the growth that
You'd be
strangled it,
surprised what a
he
hug
had
can
no
do.
voice to cry for help. Our cast included Victor Jory, Amzie Strickland, and Brett Morrison. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
Paul says if I get possessed, I gotta pay rent, so I'm gonna go ahead and stay unpossessed. Thank you.
Oh, I can't see over the back of the seat.
What about the passengers? It's the stewardess who was up front.
How did she get to the rear of the plane?
I don't know. Shh.
That's it. Mr. Schaefer in K1.
Stewardess.
Okay, so we're not gonna do that last one today. We're gonna go ahead and close up shop tonight. But thank you so much for having me host. If you enjoy my hosting stylings, let Theta know, and we can do this again sometime. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat some spaghetti shaped in a pentagram, and do a ritual to make sure that I do not get possessed tonight. I appreciate y'all being here, and I'm gonna pass this over with Theta, and we're gonna go ahead and close up shop. So we'll go ahead and do this.
All right. What's up, everybody? I'm back. Hope you enjoyed Meatwad tonight. If if you want him to come back, feel free to leave some messages in the comments on this video, and leave a like and subscribe, share this out, become a member, and it would really help out, keep the channel going. Working 2 jobs and trying to put out, videos and doing streams and stuff. It's, when only one person is working in the house, that's me, and got to take care of electricity and internet and everything for 4 other people. No, 3 other people. Kind of hard. So if y'all want to become a member. Oh, Mummified Kitten, thank you for being here. I low-key want to see more Power Ranger stuff. Well, you are in for a some good stuff, because we are going to be talking a lot about the Bat and the Sun and the Jason David Frank stuff, and we will be talking about some of the Power Rangers seasons in the future. We're also going to be doing some Star Trek stuff and some movies. We're going to be reviewing the 1990s movie. So yeah, if you're interested in that, this next month, probably at the end of July and August, because August is my birthday month. So we'll probably do a lot of Power Ranger stuff during that month. But we're also going to be doing some Tron and throwing some other stuff in there. But awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know that some other people want some Power Ranger stuff. So I'll get on that. And for you, I will play one of my my Power Ranger music videos. Check this out. I hope you enjoy it. And then I'm going to come back and plug what I got going on the rest of the week, and then we'll close it all up. Listen to this, and then I'll come back. And actually, first, I want to plug Casey's Creepy Creations and a couple of other channels that y'all need to go check out. Go over to Casey's Creepy Creations and the Sci-Fi Model Guy, Retro Reels and Games, and Cinema Gold. Check these out.
Greetings, weary traveler. You look alive. How unfortunate. But don't worry. Here, Casey spins tales of horror, sci-fi, and fantasy, each one carefully handcrafted like a cursed relic in an old curiosity shop. These stories don't just crawl into your ear, oh no. They come to life with eerie animations pulling you deeper into the abyss.
Casey's creepy creations linger.
So subscribe to Casey's Creepy Creations if you dare. And if you don't, well, let's just say, I do know where you sleep.
The pale moonlight.
Subscribe today, Tommy, if you love movies.
Hey, look at boobies! I like movies. Hey, Cinema Gulp, where are ya? Help!
Hey, take it easy.
But I lost Cinema Gulp.
Stay calm. Just go to YouTube to subscribe and hit the bell for all the latest videos.
Hey, we're Cinema Gulp and we drink your cinema.
Thanks, Joe. Now I can subscribe.
And subscribing is half the battle.
Subscribing is half the battle. Now check this out, Mummified Kitten. Hope you enjoy this.
Neon lights flashing in the night. Evil lords and monsters start a fight. There's a monster down to tear us apart, but our heroes will protect the heart. All are shining with electric glow, standing tall, ready for the show. Monsters roar, echoes through the streets, but our team is bold and never retreats. We are the guardians of this world. With power and courage we are bold. Monster may try to destroy it all, but our team is bold and never let it fall. Laser beams shoot from their hands, defending our home, these mighty bands. Silent whispers of strength in the night, in the darkness they are our light. With a flash they send it away, glorious dawn saves the day. Evil lords and lenses bright, you'll never win against the bright. We are the guardians of this world. With power and courage we are bold. Monster may try to destroy it all, but tonight you'll never let it fall. We are the guardians of this world. With power and courage we are bold. Monster may try to destroy it all, but tonight you'll never let it fall. Tonight we'll never let it fall.
I hope you enjoyed that, Mummified Kitten. And yeah, so we will go ahead and close up shop a little bit. And I'm gonna be doing a bunch of streams this week. I'm honestly I'm exhausted from work. I don't know if I'll do a stream tomorrow. I'm gonna try to, because I need to get as many opportunities to bring in some donations as possible to keep the lights on next month. But other than that, Wednesday's the big fundraiser stream for Scooby Pup. I'm going to put her link in the chat as well. She is amazing. She is going through a lot of stuff as well as I am. And I feel for her, and I'm going to the real Tomby and I have put together a plan to try to raise some money for her, and luckily her Give Send Go has already raised at least $500. So it's a lot more than I expected already. So that's a great start. She's in a situation where her rent got raised about $2,000 on her, and she's in a lease, and she has to pay it, or else it ruins her credit, and she's gonna get kicked out. So we're gonna do everything we can to try and help her. So go follow her and help her get monetized. Give her some watch hours. She does some great content over on her channel. And if you want to donate to her, feel free to. She needs it. And if there's anything left over, think about sending it my way, because I'm kind of in a desperate situation to keep the lights on and food in the fridge as well. And I'm like literally. So anything helps. Memberships, by Teespring, anything like that. So thank you very much for being here. I'm going to be doing streams this week while Tony's gone. I'm going to try and do as many as possible and try and do as many variations. We're going to be doing on Wednesday. All the, I'm going to be putting in, let's see, do I still have it up? I think I actually closed it, but let me go to it again and share this link. Okay. So here is Scooby Pup's Give, Send, Go. If y'all are interested in helping her out, go to that Give, Send, Go. And the real Tomby is he's an amazing guy, and he set that up for her. Go ahead and read what's going on with her, and if you have any extra, anything helps to send her and help her out of her situation. And we're going to be doing some games with the panel. We're going to do Use Your Words, Quiplash, Quiplash 2, maybe some Pictionary, maybe do some karaoke. Maybe Meatwad will come in for an hour or two, if y'all liked it anyway. And other than that, I just do my regular Cosmic Theta Theater on Sundays, and the rest of the week's just going to be a surprise. I have some shorts that I'm working on, and hopefully y'all will enjoy those. And any feedback is greatly appreciated, and any like and subscribes, memberships, they help tremendously. And after the stream is over, any stream, if whatever stream you like watching, after the stream is over, it's always good to go back and leave a comment on the stream. It helps the algorithm to push their content even more. So I like to let everybody know that, so that y'all can go and support your favorite creators, the people that you think need to deserve more attention, and get more audience, people in their audience. So other than that, I hope that y'all enjoyed tonight. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed Meatwad's hosting, and if you did, we'll bring him back. If it wasn't your cup of tea, then maybe I'll work on it a little more, and we'll figure something else out. But other than that, thank you for stopping by. And if Mummified Kitten is still here, I wanted to end on this note.
It's very dangerous. All who have tried for it have perished.
Where are the Earthlings that the incompetent Rita Repulso was unable to defeat? You dare call yourself an Empress of Evil? You are not fit to destroy a cockroach! I have always said that, my lord. You have made me very angry. So, poor old Zordon is still around, eh? Of course. You simpering fool. And Now to energize them!
Power up, overrun the force in the skies. Watching wheels go and strange truth in his eyes. He doesn't do comets that shows how he knows. The Theta Ranger morphs knowledge overflows. Gadgets gets most a crystal from the net. Analyzing every clue, never breaks his sweat. From animated sci-fi treasures to explore. With Theta stored by his side, he's ready for more. Theta thunder, power strong. The brains and gone, can't go wrong. If you want to fight the fight, the Theta Ranger lights the night. History of games, consoles, ancient lore. Finding strength and wisdom, always seeking more.